So get this. Sometimes life can flip in ways we never expect. One moment, everything feels normal. Just another day, same routine. And the next, everything changes because of a single visit, a single decision, or even a simple misunderstanding. Wait, hold up. Have you ever seen someone trying so hard to impress others that they almost forget who they really are? Yeah, that's where our story begins. A story about appearances, pride, and what it really means to be truly married. When people live together for a long time, they kinda get used to each other, right? Their lives settle into these little daily routines, like clockwork. Nothing really changes much. Now, in this story, we've got Aai and Io. And guess what? They're not even married. But they've been living together for 12 years. Yeah, 12. Imagine that. Aai actually has a family, but he's so used to Io that their life just flows. They're calm, settled, comfortable. Maybe too comfortable. You know that kind of comfort where nothing ever changes? Yeah, that's them. So picture this. Early morning, Aai is sitting on his bed, staring at this empty chair beside him. It's 6:30. Io should be there. But she's not. Outside, the town is waking up. You can almost hear the sounds of people stretching, yawning, and getting ready for the day. The warm morning light is spilling over everything. Women are rushing to the market, giggling and gossiping, carrying baskets, and talking a mile a minute. It's like the whole town is saying, "All right, time to hustle, now." Aai grabs his cup of tea. And oh boy, he likes it just the way he likes it. Weak, sugary, and gone in seconds. He gulps it down, wipes his face and neck with a wet towel, and then rubs his chest with some thick oil. And get this, he believes that oil prevents chest diseases. Then he takes a quick bath, using a bucket and a metal cup. Very old school style. By the time he's done, Io's already set out his breakfast. Now let me explain. Io is like his wife, but not officially. If you ask Aai, he'll quickly tell his friends, "Io is not my wife." But come on, they've lived together for years. She's had his children. Once upon a time, she was stunning. Dark-skinned, neat hair, honest eyes. They were both just 18 when they met. Can you imagine? Aai actually meant to marry her, but life got in the way. Her parents didn't like the idea, and while all her friends were getting married, throwing big, flashy weddings, Io would always talk about them, like, non-stop. She'd go on and on about the dresses, the spending, the ceremonies. You know how people can get when they talk about weddings. But as time passed, she just stopped talking about it. Almost like she gave up that dream. And here's the interesting part. Everything in their little world was moving along like usual. And yes, both Aai and Io used to attend church. But wait, here's where things get spicy. 2 or 3 times a year, the priest would step up to the pulpit and unleash one of those fiery sermons about unmarried couples living together. You know the kind. The type that hits like lightning. Now listen carefully. When that happened, their friends would suddenly start whispering and feeling bad for them. But the men, OMG, the men would snap back with things like, the church should keep off people's private lives. They didn't even try to hide their annoyance. And whenever those sermons landed, Aai would stop going to church for a while. he'd disappear from the pews like, nope, this heat isn't for me today. But here's the funny twist. After a few weeks of cooling off, guess who'd come strolling back into church like nothing happened? Yup, Ajayi. And not because the sermons had softened, but because he loved the singing.
I want to take this opportunity to invite you for an exciting online session, or rather sessions, that we shall be having these long holidays. We shall be having online lessons at charges only 200 per session for 1 hour. We shall focus on English paper 1, English paper 2, and paper 3. When we look at these particular papers, then we focus on the set book.
Now, Io was what people would call a good mistress. Her dad, though, oh, he had big dreams for her. He wanted her to marry a teacher at least, you know, someone respectable and educated. But nope, Io went for Ajayi, a government clerk. But here's the sweet part. She didn't care. She loved him and was happy in her calm, quiet way. She cooked his meals, smiled a lot, and whenever she got free time, she'd buy and sell small things, visit her friends, or just gossip with Ono, the woman next door. You can picture them, right? Sitting outside, laughing, talking about everyone in the neighborhood. So one morning, Ajayi steps out of the bathroom with a towel around his waist. Classic scene. He dries off and puts on his pink suit. Yes, pink. Man's got confidence. Then he takes out this new bottle of medicine one of his friends recommended. And listen to this. Ajayi believes that to stay healthy, a man has to take medicine regularly. Doesn't matter if he's sick or not. On the bottle, there's a list of like 20 diseases it can supposedly cure. And Ajayi's like, perfect! One of them will surely go away just by touching this thing. It says, take a teaspoon 3 times a day. But guess what he does? Yup, he forgets all that and takes a big gulp straight from the bottle. It's so bitter, and he's actually happy about it because, in his mind, that means it's strong medicine. Oh, Ajayi. Then he goes for breakfast. After eating, he suddenly gets mad and beats his 10-year-old son, Otu, for wetting his sleeping mat during the night. Poor boy runs out screaming. A few seconds later, Io walks in, looking upset, and says,
Ajayi, you beat Oju too
You
much.
should stop wetting the sleeping mat. He's a big boy. Anyways, nobody's going to tell me how to raise up my son.
He's mine too.
now get this. Io rarely argues with Ajayi. So when she speaks up, you know she means it. She continues.
He has not stopped waiting, although you beat him every time he does. In fact, he's doing it more and more now. Perhaps if you stop beating him, he would get better.
But Ajayi, oh boy, he thinks he's clever. He says,
Did I beat him to begin doing it?
No,
and Ajayi, with this smug smile, says,
Well, if I stop beating him, how will that stop him from doing it?
he's so proud of himself, thinking that's the smartest logic ever. But Io doesn't give up.
you may have your own opinion, but our own countrywoman, Bimbola, who has studied nursing in England and America, told us in a women's group meeting that it was wrong to punish children for such things.
That surprises him. So he just says,
Alright, I'll see.
Now wait. Here's where it gets interesting. All day at work, Ajayi can't stop thinking about what Io said. So Io has been going to women's meetings, he thinks. Wow. The quiet woman he thought he knew was out there, learning modern ideas from overseas doctors. And you know what? He starts to feel proud. Maybe, just maybe, she's right. Maybe beating O2 isn't the way. He decides he'll stop doing it. Then, near the end of the day, something unexpected happens. The chief clerk sends for him. Ajayi panics immediately, thinking, "Oh no, what have I done? The police?" He rushes to the office, heart pounding. Inside, there are 3 white men sitting with the chief clerk, who's an older African man dressed super neatly. The chief clerk says,
"Mr. Ajayi, these gentlemen have asked for you."
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Ajayi. We belong to the World Gospel Crusading Alliance from Minnesota and the USA. My name is Jonathan Olson.
Ajayi shakes his hand, and the other 2 men are introduced. Then Olson continues.
You expressed an interest in our work a year ago, and we have not forgotten. We are on our way to India, and thought we would come and see you personally.
Now imagine Ajayi's face. He's completely blank at first. He has no idea what they're talking about. But then it hits him. Oh, right. Some time back, a friend gave him a magazine that had an invitation from WGCA. He had written to them, but not because he wanted to join. No. He just hoped they'd send him free Bibles, and maybe some big religious posters to hang in his room. But they never replied, so he forgot all about it. And now, out of nowhere, they're here in person, 3 of them. He's shocked but quickly smiles and invites them to his house, saying they should come for a cold drink. The men agree. Olson suggests they take a taxi. But Ajayi quickly says the roads are too bad. Yeah, right. He just wants to show off his house first. Then, whispering to another clerk, he says,
"Go tell her I am coming in half an hour with some white men. Also, don't forget to tell her to clean up, and she should get some fruit drinks for the guests."
The messenger jumps on his bicycle and speeds home. Oh boy, Ayo's about to get the surprise of her life.
Hey, Ajayi is bringing white visitors in half an hour. They want fruit drinks.
And Ayo's like, wait, what? She's completely confused because, in her mind, all white men only drink whiskey and iced beer. Can you blame her? That's what she's seen in the movies. But the messenger quickly explains.
These ones are different. They look friendly, religious-looking guys, and besides, they're walking, not even in a car. Missionaries, maybe?
And boom, it all makes sense to Io now. So she gets right to work. She sends little Oju running to the shop with a basket on his head to buy fruit drinks. She starts cleaning like there's no tomorrow. First thing she does, she takes down all the calendars with pictures of women wearing, let's just say not much clothes, and replaces them with nice wholesome family photos. Then she hides all the magazines and puts out religious books instead. The wine glasses? Under the sofa. She's moving like lightning. Then she changes into her Sunday dress and even borrows a wedding ring from her neighbor. Just in time, too. Because that's exactly when Ajayi walks in with his visitors. Now the chief clerk, who's been to their house before, looks around and he's like, something's different here. The room looks more holy than ever, and Io's dress and ring are giving off pure, respectable wife vibes. But he keeps his thoughts to himself. Io greets the guests politely, and even chats with them in English. And oh my goodness, Ajayi's chest is swelling with pride. The children look spotless too, all dressed up in their Sunday best, hair brushed, faces shining. Olsen, the missionary leader, is so impressed he starts taking photos for their WGCA magazine. Io serves the fruit drinks like a pro, then quietly leaves so the men can discuss important matters. Olsen gets all excited, talking about Ajayi's future as a missionary. Can you imagine Ajayi in a robe preaching to people? The meeting ends well, but as they're leaving, the chief clerk saves Ajayi's life. No joke. He tells the missionaries it's actually illegal for government workers to become missionaries. Prison-level illegal. The missionaries are sad, but not shocked. The next day, Ajayi is so thankful he takes the chief clerk a bottle of beer, nicely wrapped, just to say thank you. They sit down and laugh about how friendly those white men were. But here's the twist. That visit, plus Io's protest about beating Otu, really gets Ajayi thinking. For a whole week, he's deep in thought. And then, boom, he decides he's going to marry Io. Why? Well, part of it is because of that photo Olsen took. He realizes that millions of Americans will see that picture and think they rear one God-loving and happy African family. So now he feels like he has to make it true. That evening, after a delicious meal, he turns to Io and drops the bombshell. Io immediately gets worried and says,
Was he ill? Was there anything wrong at the office?
Ajayi laughs and says,
No, Nothing like that. Well, there's nothing wrong with wanting to get married, is there? Or were you thinking of marrying someone else?
As you like. Let's get married then. But don't say I made you do it.
Okay, deal. Now let's talk about the wedding. I can already see you in a beautiful white gown with a veil and flowers.
What? For a mother of 3? That wouldn't be right.
But why not? You'd look stunning with white.
No, Ajayi. Grey will do. It's more fitting.
Nah, grey sounds dull.
Better dull than improper. And I'm getting a corset. I don't want to look too huge.
You don't need that?
I do. And that's final.
Fine. Have it your way. But I'll warn you, no honeymoon. Too expensive.
Oh, really?
One bed is as good as another, isn't it?
You're impossible.
Maybe, but, well, we'll have a proper church wedding at least.
Yes, that much we agree on.
That same night, Ajayi is feeling all romantic, and he pulls Io close as they lie in bed. But Io shyly pushes him away and says,
No, wait until after the marriage.
Ajayi's like, why? Totally shocked. And she replies seriously,
Because it won't be right.
OMG, can you imagine his face? Man has been living with her for 11 years, and now she has suddenly all wait until marriage. Word spreads fast. When Io's father hears about the marriage, he's so proud and he makes her move back home until the wedding. The kids go to stay with her married sister. Most of Ajayi's family loves the idea, except his sister. Oh boy, this sister is jealous. She's worried Io will become more important than her in the family. So she tells Ajayi, let's visit a soothsayer to see the future. But Io gets wind of this plan and visits the soothsayer first. Smart move. She fixes things, so when Ajayi and his sister show up later, the soothsayer looks into his crystal something and says, Ajayi's marriage will be very happy. Meanwhile, he avoids looking at the sister. She knows she's lost that battle and just smiles bitterly. But that's not all. Io's neighbor. Remember Onu, the one who lent her the wedding ring earlier? Yeah, she suddenly turns cold. When Io shows her the new wedding gifts Ajayi bought, fancy silky see-through clothes, Onu's face turns green with jealousy. She touches the fabric and says,
Do you mean you are going to wear those?
Yes.
But, my sister, suppose you had an accident and all those doctors lifted your clothes in the hospital. They will see everything through these.
I never have accidents. Besides, Ajayi says all the Hollywood women wear these.
These are awful. They hide nothing. You should be ashamed to wear them.
Why should I hide anything from my husband when we are married?
Io wins that argument and walks back to her kitchen, happy and glowing. Time was running out and Io's corset was way too tight. Like seriously, even time and her outfit were against her. Ajayi was starting to miss his old peaceful life, especially his morning cup of tea. OMG, you know things are serious when a man misses his tea. He even had to borrow money. Yes, borrow. To pay for all the music, food, and dresses that Io and her sisters would wear on the big day, the day before the wedding. Listen carefully. Ajayi's uncle and some other relatives carried a Bible and a ring to Io's father's house. But that's not all. They also had 2 little girls carrying huge gourds on their heads, filled with things like pins, coins, fruits, and nuts. Why, you ask? Well, those were traditional gifts, so that later Io couldn't say, "This terrible man has given me neither a pin nor a coin since we got married." So here is the funny part. They actually pretended to pass by Io's father's house at first, acting like they were lost. Then they came back and knocked. From inside, people were asking, "Who are you? What's your name? What do you want?" And after a whole half hour of back and forth, Io's father finally opened the door. Like, "Okay, fine. Come in."
Why have you come here?
And they reply like they're in a romantic drama.
"We have come to pick a rare red rose that in your beautiful garden grows, which never has been picked before, so lovelier than any other."
Tell me that's not poetic. Will you take care of our lovely rose?
"Such good care shall we take of your rose, that many others will grow from it."
Like, oh, that's so sweet. Now everyone's finally allowed inside, gifts are exchanged, people are chatting. But here's where it gets funny again. They still haven't seen Io yet. She's hiding in the bedroom with her sisters and friends. When they finally say they're here for Io, her father starts bringing out random women, one by one. First, he brings out her sister.
Is this the one?
Too short.
Then he brings another cousin.
Is this the one?
Nope, too fat.
This goes on for like 10 women, until they're like, "Good thing we checked, or we might have gotten the wrong woman." Finally, Io's father, with tears in his eyes, brings out the real Io.
Is this the girl you want?
This is the very one.
Everyone cheers. Hip, hip, hooray! They dance around her in a big circle, music playing. And Io stands there, mid-30s, slightly gray hair, crying with joy. OMG, it's so emotional. And guess what? Her unborn child moves inside her for the first time. Beautiful, right? The next morning, her family helps her get ready. Her father walks her down the aisle for a small church wedding. Only about 60 people, but it's perfect. Then they go back to Io's home for the meal. And this wise old aunt meets them at the door, handing them water to drink. She gives Io this classic piece of advice.
Don't be too friendly with other women. They'll steal your husband. Live peaceably, and don't let the sun go down on an argument.
Then she turns to Ajayi.
And you, remember, a wife can be just as exciting as a mistress. Don't you dare use violence against our daughter.
Like, wow, Auntie didn't come to play. After that, everyone goes inside for the European-style part of the wedding. They cut the cake, which Io baked herself, and Ajayi leaves, then comes back to take Io home.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away.
The women cry as she leaves, especially her mom.
And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away.
When it comes to the true work of a woman, having children, nobody can say you are not enthusiastic.
And finally, they're home. Ajayi looks at Io properly for the first time, noticing her proud head, long neck, and strong shoulders. He's smitten. OMG, here comes the twist. Ajayi wakes up and guess what's missing? His cup of tea. He's like, what's going on? Where's my tea? He listens for Io in the kitchen. Nothing. He panics, turns around, and she's still in bed. He's like,
Io? Are you sick?
And she, calm as ever, goes,
No, Ajayi.
Huh? Are you sick? Is something wrong with your legs?
No.
Then Io drops the mic.
Ajayi, my husband, for 12 years, I have gotten up every morning at 5 to make tea for you and breakfast. Now, I'm a truly married woman, and you must behave towards me with a little more respect. You're now a husband, not a lover. Get up, make yourself a cup of tea.
Boom! Io just rewrote the morning routine.